Hello everybody, I am Kayumba, the Kirby Goomba, and I like to talk about whatever video game or cartoon topic that pops into my head. Today's topic is about the popular game Among Us, and if you have never heard of this game, then you probably have not been on YouTube for at least a month, because this game is just everywhere right now. And I have a confession to make. I love this game. This is weird because usually I don't like things that are popular as much as obscure or lesser known games. I prefer Mappy to Pac-Man. I prefer almost anything to Minecraft. And I am not ashamed to admit that I love Chibi Robo Ziplash. Yes, I know that's a very controversial opinion, but I am not ashamed to admit I like it. Anyway, I really like Among Us, but it is quite a shame that this game will inevitably die and nobody will ever be able to play it ever again. You, as the viewer of this video, are probably thinking that this is one of the stupidest things that you have ever heard, but just hold on a few minutes, or however long this video ends up lasting, because for me to tell you how this is possible, I have to talk about a few things that will sound completely irrelevant, but just trust me, they are. The first irrelevant thing I will discuss with you is Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. Many people don't care for this game anymore, but it is the only Smash game I have, and I still play it. I got it used for $20 after Ultimate was released, and was so excited to finally have my very own Smash game. So I put the game in my 3DS and was ready to play it, but it decided to tell me that it needed an update, and wouldn't let me play it until I had said update. After I got the update, I began playing it but started thinking about something. If the DS stopped supporting internet on that console, what would happen if the 3DS did the same thing? Wouldn't it make all used copies of Smash 3DS unplayable on consoles that did not have this update? And then I started playing my new game and completely forgot all about these thoughts until now. Now it's time for me to tell you about another seemingly irrelevant game series, Skylanders. These things were everywhere at one point, and every child and collector couldn't wait to get their hands on these little figures. Back then, they cost about 10 to 15 bucks each in American dollars, and nowadays I am wondering how little kitty Kayumba could afford the 80 Skylanders in his collection with the $5 allowance he received every week. I will now stop talking about my past self in the third person. But, as you may know, Skylanders are now super cheap used, and you never find them in most stores anymore. Now that I have told you about these two seemingly irrelevant things, can you tell me what they have to do with Among Us? If you said absolutely nothing, you would be incorrect! Let me tell you what they have in common. Skylanders was a huge franchise that everybody knew about and played. This, my dear friends, and people I have never met, is known as a fad. Fads hit it big and keep rolling out money for their owners until they dissipate into absolute nothingness. Skylanders, fidget spinners, and Angry Birds are all good examples of fads, and Among Us is just another fad to throw into that pile. The difference between this and other fads, however, is that Among Us is internet-based, which means that someday when not many people play this game anymore, the owners of this game will shut down their servers, making this game unplayable. Well, you could technically still mess around in free play mode, but that's not much fun. So enjoy your fun little game while you can, because one day it will be nothing but a fond memory. Oh well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know this will sound so cliche and petty, but please subscribe to this channel. You don't even have to ring the bell or watch my other videos, but it is very much appreciated. Putting aside the fact that I just kneeled and begged to a bunch of random strangers, I'll do my outro now, I guess. So, I am Kayumba, the Kirby Goomba, and I hope you will see me next time. Okay, before I head off and do my own things right now, I wanted to just tell a little story of the first time I ever played Among Us. So, it was a fine day, and I booted it up, I went in, I was a crewmate, and I died instantly. I was killed about 5 seconds after I started playing in admin. And I was a ghost, and it was my first time ever playing, so I didn't know you could do tasks as a ghost. Yeah, I know it's a noob thing, but it was my first time. It was my first time, leave me alone. And I just kind of sat there waiting for the game to end. That was fun. And the second time I played, I got to be imposter. It was the second time I ever played, and I got to be imposter. Doesn't that sound fun? I went my way, and I did the dirty deed, and I got away with it. No one was suspecting me at all. Nobody at all. And then Blabbermouth Kayumba decided to say, "Oh, you know what? It was me." Yeah, that happened. And it was kind of funny because the people in the chat it was like the text chat, but they were like, "Are you sus?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Okay," with a question mark on the end. And I was instantly kicked out. I would really like to see the look on the ghost's face, the ghost face. The guy I killed. I'd like to have seen the look on his or her face when that happened, just like, oh, he just decided to not be fun at all. So I thought this would just be a fun little story to tell. So, that's all I've got. Goodbye.